Embolden Counseling Collective. I am a former educator. I was in education for about 15 years, a teacher, a substitute teacher. I even was a bus monitor at some point, actually, school counselor. So I worked a lot in the schools, to say. But we're going to be having a little combo, but first I want to let y'all meet the rest of the clinicians here.
Hi everybody, I am Sierra Harris and I'm a counselor associate at Embolden. Like Marissa, I also have a history or background in education, about 13 years. So I started as a teacher, a behavior specialist, and a school counselor.
Hi guys, I'm Victoria Gordon. I'm the counseling intern with Embolden. I have 6 years of classroom experience and 6 years of high anxiety experience inside the classroom.
So we're starting the conversation with back to school anxiety. You might start seeing, I don't know if y'all walked in Walmart or Target and you walked in that section and it's but wait, why are the school supplies here? What's happening here? So, or it's that time and you already ordered the back to school packs and the backpacks are packed and they're by the door. Maybe your kids have already packed their lunches. Maybe it's like that. But we wanted to discuss and give a few tips and pointers from both our clinical and our counseling side and our life experience side. So one thing that I like to do with really highly anxious kiddos and on up to high schoolers would be make them familiar with. So if they are transitioning to a different school, if they haven't already toured the school or it wasn't an option, maybe you drive past the school. I did that with my kids. I've been like, all right, so this is your new school. Oh, look, they have a playground.
Yeah.
With the older kiddos, maybe you're looking at the website and saying, oh, they got an engineering program. Did you know that? I know you like engineering. Mm-hmm. So you are getting your child more familiar with the idea of going to that school. That can even go on up to college, because they're transitioned there from high school to college and they're like, wait, but you're not going to be folding my clothes? No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not what's happening. So you might tour the school even virtually or something like that and explain to them some experiences you had that you enjoyed. But what do y'all think?
I absolutely love what you said. In my experience, you will have those kids that are ready to go back to school, which is absolutely great. Don't typically have any concerns or challenges with that population. However, for those, particularly the smalls, if you have pre-K, kinder, first, some kids that haven't been in school very long, she actually had a great tip in regards to riding by the school, and I will even go further. Go to open house.
Yes.
Try to meet the teacher.
Yes.
Let your child or your children see you interact. That way, if they feel you trust that adult, then maybe the first day they will as well. Now, with your smalls, pre-K, it may be a little rough the first couple of mornings. That can be expected, but go meet your teachers. Let the kids meet their teachers, have them take pictures, have them to introduce themselves, give them a little bit of responsibility at any age, and that tends to help.
Yeah. I agree with both of them. As a former first grade teacher, it's anxiety provoking for the teacher, for the child, and for the parent. We absolutely understand the thought of letting your baby go. We get it, we understand. And like what they're saying with the transition, going to open house, getting familiar. Okay, my baby, this is going to be your classroom. This is your environment. Let's get comfortable. Let's ask the questions. Let your teacher know, hey, my child has high stress on this spectrum, or they get high anxiety relating to these things right here. Those are so important components to let your teachers know, so we can build that foundation of communication right then and there, so we understand the foundation, the expectation, and the development of your kiddo.
I love that.
Yeah.
You made me actually think of something else. All stakeholders will possibly have some anxiety. So some tips for both children and staff, because this was me. Try to go ahead and start preparing, even with your sleep habits. Because I don't know if anybody else, in the summer, I'm up all night doing whatever I want to do. Have your kids, a couple of weeks before, go ahead and start to get them back on their sleep schedule. Because if they're already anxious about going to school and then they're getting, they don't get enough sleep, it can only perpetuate. the anxiety. So go ahead and start putting routines into place with their sleep, with their eating, however, whatever the routine is that you have in your home for the school setting, go ahead and, a couple of weeks out, go ahead and start re-implementing those procedures.
I love that. And another thing that I think could be useful is actually opening the conversation with your child, no matter how young. Maybe they're drawing a picture about it. Maybe it's just a conversation where I found that my teens, you actually want to do something with them. Like you're dribbling the ball and I'm not a basketball person, but I'll sit there and pretend to play basketball myself. And trash talk too. Like I'm gonna do that. Yeah. But that's where you get those real heart-to-heart conversations with the kiddos, and they'll tell you, actually, what I'm nervous about is yada yada blah blah blah, and then you can talk to them and give them, don't minimize the things that are bothering them. It's okay that you think, back in my day, well, that's what we work hard for, parents, right? Or guardians or whomever is watching over the kiddos. That's what we work for. So go ahead and try to connect with them. We might not have the same experience, but we have a connection to fear, sadness, anxiety. So pull from that and maybe share, hey, actually, I'm nervous on the first day of school too, because I'm wondering how, as a school counselor, I was in charge of 600 something kids and the adults in the building because I need them to be all right too. So I share with my kids that you are not alone in this feeling, and I offer them some things that help me. And that's kind of what we do in the therapy office as well. That might be our next part 2 of our conversation, us exploring a little bit more of, well, what if it's a big apprehension? What if my child won't even walk in the door of the school? That might be where you come to us who have been teachers and counselors, and we have a skill set, and we work together and collaborate on helping you with that. So until next time, wait a minute, we have a birthday we are celebrating this month. August, we have a birthday.
Leo season.
So, before we go, we need to celebrate the birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you.
Hey!
Thank you, ladies.
You are there with them and
you know,
joy.
it's so funny. My birthday, when I was younger, my birthday's August the 8th, and I would literally start school August the 9th. Oh my goodness.
That's a good birthday.
Yeah, talk about anxiety driven.